Kitchen in downtown New Albany is hosting the second annual Pooches on the Patio, this time benefiting the Arrow Fund, an organization which rescues abused and neglected animals in both Kentucky and Indiana. And this is Tommy Hammond. Tommy, I mean, that's just a very brief way of describing what you do, but you can give a little bit more information.
We take care of the worst situations, like the ones that the other animal control officers and stuff and in the country can't handle as well, because of lack of funding or whatever. We try to take care of any animal that has something done to it because a human did it. We try to step in and make sure that we get them totally medically done, taken care of all the way through to the foster home, to a forever home. But we take the worst of the worst cases. So the ones that you see on TV, unfortunately, are usually our cases because they're the ones that get the TV.
One of the vendors at Pooches on the Patio is Pet Wants, and this is Lindsay, one of the owners. Lindsay, explain what Pet Wants does for both Kentucky and Southern Indiana.
So, we offer free delivery, but the main thing we have is we have our own brand of dog and cat food. It's made fresh every month. It's all natural, no byproducts, no fillers. We don't put any of that junk in there. It's really good for animals, and that freshness really helps a lot of animals that have digestive issues, allergy issues, things like that. So, but yeah, that free delivery service is really nice. We have a store on Frankfort Avenue in Louisville too, but we go to Oldham County, Jefferson County, and Southern Indiana for the delivery.
Pooches on the Patio benefiting the Arrow Fund couldn't be possible without all of the vendors who've donated their time for this 5-hour event, and as well as donating money to the Arrow Fund. Among one of the ones that you need to know about, Carla Haas and Rudy Greens. And Carla, first of all, congratulations for just what you've done with Rudy Greens and watching that success build.
Thank you. It's been 10 years. So the company was founded in 2006. From the need to cook for a sick old dog named Rudy Green. And we have grown from being in a food incubator on Market Street to our own kitchen, and now we're made out in Bluegrass Industrial Park in a USDA, FDA inspected human food facility that makes soups and stews for restaurants and school system lunches.
Explain to people where they can go to get Rudy Greens, because I think that's a big part of the story too.
This product is, just a little bit about it, Rudy Greens is a frozen, it's sold frozen. It is a human edible food made for dogs. The idea behind it is to give them nutrition that's cooked out of dry food, canned food, from a highly processed diet. So you add this to dry food. It can be purchased online nationally through Amazon.com, and we are now in 500 Kroger stores across the country.
We have a celebrity who appeared at Pooches on the Patio benefiting the Arrow Fund, and this is Napoleon. If you haven't seen his viral video, which went crazy viral, you need to see it because it's one of the cutest things. This is his mama, Amber Graves. Amber, first of all, tell just briefly his story and what makes him so special.
He was brought to me as a stray. He was found in the middle of a field, nobody around. He was about 7 weeks old. And I had him for a couple of days and noticed he was having issues eating, and I took him to the vet, and he was diagnosed with megaesophagus, which means that when he eats, his food doesn't move from his esophagus to his stomach properly. It just kind of sits there, and it can cause choking or pneumonia. So he now has to sit in a Bailey chair when he eats, and he's about a year old now. We've been doing this for a little over a year, and he's doing great.
Well, he looks great. Napoleon, do you have any words? How are you doing? I think that says it all. Well, thank you so much for coming to Pooches on the Patio. We'll let you get back to signing autographs. Got that one? Hot Wheels and glue guns. That's one of the vendors here at Pooches on the Patio benefiting the Arrow Fund. This is Michelle Baisley. Michelle, in a nutshell, what is Hot Wheels and glue guns?
Well, there's 3 different parts. One is I have an Etsy shop where I sell cards, scrapbooks, handmade things like that. 2 is I do these in-person parties in the city at different places, like coffee shops, bars, at people's houses. And we do like a craft that's kind of on a theme mixed with food and a cocktail. And then 3rd is right now I'm doing my Derby pop-up shop, and I have handmade scarves, ties, and bow ties. And at this event, I brought dog ties and dog bow ties.
Those are so much fun.
Yeah.
One of the giveaways that we are so lucky to give away is a scrapbook, and explain what that is.
Oh yeah, so part of my Etsy shop is I sell scrapbooks and photo albums. I'm a big memory keeper. I'm a professional scrapbooker. So I help people take their pictures, get them off the memory card, get them printed, help them remember their stories, kind of write things down, things like that.
This is Laura and Ann with Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service. Loving the shirts. You have to turn around though. We got to see the back. This would be Annie. And Annie, oh, we've got Lou on the, oh my gosh. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I just have to tell you, my husband and I and daughter, we have 4 dogs, 2 cats, and a fish, and they have set for them, gosh, for how long now?
Well, good couple years. Yeah.
And this is embarrassing, but there was one time that I came home and we'd had a bunch of dirty dishes, but they washed them and cleaned the house up. But oh, that was so sweet. No, it's not. But I have to tell you, they go above and beyond though with the care of your animals. I mean, sometimes we come home and I think our dogs and cats are like, can you guys stay away a little longer? But explain what it is that you offer, Ann.
We are an alternative to boarding. We do in-home pet sitting service, so animals can be in the comfort of their own home. We come in usually an average of 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. If people have a puppy or a geriatric dog, they need us to go more, we can do that. We can do medications, we can do long walks, just lots of playtime, lots of TLC. They are so relaxed. They do not get the anxiety of when they're boarding. Some board great, and some really have a lot of trouble. So it just makes people feel better. They're relaxed. We can text them and send pictures and let them know they're doing all right, and people have a great vacation and don't worry about their animals.
Second annual Pooches on the Patio at the Exchange Pub and Kitchen. This time the event is benefiting the Arrow Fund, which again rescues abused and neglected animals. This is Ian and Nikki Hall, owners of this fabulous place in New Albany. So, Nikki, the patio is officially open?
It's officially open.
So we've kicked it off on a gorgeous day. Pooches are not just welcome today, though.
No, pooches are welcome all day long, 24 hours a day, every day of the week.
Well, and I have to brag a little bit because my dog Jake was the very first dog on this patio. Now, Ian, why do something like this, though? I mean, in addition to celebrating what is one of the most, if not the most popular place in New Albany and the wonderful patio, but then giving back as well.
Yeah, so this is Brody. He's the first dog that we had that was actually a rescue. We had always had dogs in the past that were full bred and got from a breeder. He's a pretty special one we got from the Humane Society. So, I don't know, we thought it would be a great event to, do something that we support. And you can see the turnout's been pretty awesome, this year, even bigger than it was last.